Avalanches are nature's unstoppable forces, carrying snow, ice, and debris down mountainsides with immense power. These icy disasters have caused massive destruction and claimed countless lives throughout history. From deadly mountain slopes to towns buried under tons of snow, these events showcase the raw power of nature. In this video, we will uncover 10 of the strongest avalanches in human history. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more incredible insights into nature's might. Let's dive in. 1. The 1916 Italian front avalanche tragedy. During World War I, the Italian Alps witnessed one of the deadliest avalanches in recorded history. This avalanche occurred on December 13, 1916, and is famously known as White Friday. While Italy was engaged in battle with Austro-Hungarian forces, nature itself added to the chaos of war. The area around the Italian front was already unstable due to explosions and heavy artillery being used in the ongoing battles. The avalanches were triggered by these human-made disturbances, compounded by the heavy snowfall that had been accumulating in the region. The massive snow slides descended with terrifying speed, completely overwhelming the soldiers. It is estimated that over 10,000 soldiers perished in this avalanche. Entire camps were buried under tons of snow, and many soldiers had no chance of escaping the disaster. The avalanche's rapid descent left little time for those trapped to take action, and it took many days for rescue efforts to recover the bodies and search for survivors. This event serves as a tragic reminder of how nature can alter the course of human history in a matter of moments. 2. The Blans Avalanche in Austria, 1954. The small village of Blans in Austria became the site of one of the deadliest avalanche events in Europe. The two avalanches that struck in January 1954 were so devastating that they became a part of national history. The first avalanche buried homes, claiming the lives of dozens of residents. Rescue operations quickly began, but just as help was reaching the survivors, a second avalanche struck. The second wave was even more powerful, causing additional destruction and fatalities. It's believed that over 200 people lost their lives in these avalanches, and many were trapped under the snow for hours before help could reach them. This tragedy highlighted the risks of living in mountainous regions, especially during the winter months. While Austria has since implemented better avalanche prediction techniques, the Blans disaster remains one of the most significant events in the country's history. 3. The 1962 Peru Avalanche. The Peruvian Andes are known for their beauty, but they also hide deadly dangers. In 1962, a massive avalanche took place on Mount Huascarán, triggered by an earthquake. The event claimed the lives of thousands and became one of the deadliest natural disasters in South American history. The avalanche was massive, with millions of tons of ice, snow, and debris racing down the mountain at incredible speeds. The town of Ranrajerca, located at the base of the mountain, was completely buried by the avalanche. Residents had no time to escape, and within minutes, the entire town was lost. Approximately 4,000 people were killed in this tragedy, and the destruction was so severe the rescue operations were nearly impossible. The collapse of the mountain's glacier served as a terrifying reminder of how unpredictable avalanches can be and the threat they pose to communities living in the shadow of towering peaks. 4. The Yungay Disaster, 1970. On May 31, 1970, an even deadlier avalanche struck Peru's Huascarán mountain, this time as a result of an earthquake. The avalanche, which released millions of tons of debris, caused an instant loss of life in the town of Yungay. The avalanche struck with such speed and intensity that the town was completely overwhelmed in less than a minute. As many as 20,000 people lost their lives that day. The force of the avalanche was so great that it not only buried the town, but also left little trace of the destruction. Survivors were few, and many of them were found buried under several meters of snow and debris. The avalanche of 1970 is a haunting reminder of the potential for devastation in seismically active areas, where earthquakes and avalanches can occur simultaneously. 5. The Gaidari Sector Avalanche, Pakistan, 2012. The Gaidari Sector Avalanche occurred on April 7, 2012, in the region of the Siachen Glacier in northern Pakistan. It remains one of the deadliest avalanches in modern history, claiming the lives of 129 Pakistani soldiers and 11 civilians. The avalanches struck an army base at the height of the conflict between India and Pakistan, burying the entire camp. Rescue efforts were swift, but due to the harsh conditions, the likelihood of finding survivors was slim. The snow piled up so high that it took weeks before all bodies were recovered from the site. This tragedy brought global attention to the harsh conditions faced by soldiers stationed in such high-altitude, remote areas. It highlighted the vulnerability of military personnel to natural disasters, and it served as a grim reminder of the dangers posed by avalanches in the region. 6. The Mount Everest Avalanche, 2014. On April 18, 2014, an avalanche struck Mount Everest, resulting in the death of 16 Nepalese Sherpas. These Sherpas were tasked with preparing the climbing route for foreign climbers ahead of the 2014 summit season. The tragedy served as a wake-up call to the international mountaineering community, as it underscored the extreme risks Sherpas face while guiding climbers to the summit of the world's tallest mountain. It also sparked debates about the ethics of climbing Everest and the increasing commercialization of the mountain. 7. The Annapurna Avalanche, 2014. The Annapurna avalanche disaster took place on October 14, 2014, in the Himalayas. During a blizzard, a massive avalanche hit trekkers who were on the Annapurna circuit. The snowstorm that triggered the avalanche was so intense that it caught both trekkers and guides off guard. The avalanche was followed by heavy snowfall, which trapped many trekkers in a treacherous situation. Rescue operations were further complicated by the difficult terrain and harsh weather conditions. Over 40 people lost their lives during the disaster, and many more were injured. This tragic event raised awareness of the dangers of trekking in the Himalayas, especially during unpredictable weather patterns. It prompted calls for better monitoring systems and improved safety protocols for trekkers in these remote areas. 8. The Kolka Glacier Collapse, Russia, 2002. In 2002, a massive avalanche triggered by the collapse of the Kolka Glacier devastated the Karmatan Valley in Russia's Caucasus Mountains. This avalanche was not just an avalanche, but the result of a catastrophic glacier collapse, which sent a massive wave of ice, snow, and debris down the valley. The avalanche swept through the valley, burying the village of Karmatan. More than 100 people, including a Russian film crew, were caught in the disaster. Rescue operations were challenging due to the remote location and dangerous conditions. The collapse of the Kolka Glacier and the subsequent avalanche left an indelible mark on Russia's history and remains one of the most tragic and mysterious avalanche events to date. 9. The Tunnel Creek Avalanche, 2012. The Tunnel Creek Avalanche occurred on February 19, 2012 in Washington State, USA, and claimed the lives of 3 experienced skiers. The avalanche struck an area known as Tunnel Creek, an off-trail backcountry zone popular among avid skiers. The avalanche was sudden and massive, triggered by unstable snow conditions in the region. Despite being skilled skiers with knowledge of avalanche risks, the 3 men found themselves trapped and unable to escape in time. This event shocked the skiing community and reinforced the dangers of backcountry skiing. The incident led to increased focus on avalanche safety and better education for skiers venturing into risky areas. It was a reminder that even the most experienced adventurers are vulnerable to nature's forces. 10. The 1950 China-Tibet Avalanche. In 1950, one of the deadliest avalanches struck the border region between Tibet and China. This avalanche occurred in the Karakoram Mountains, an area known for its snow-covered peaks and unstable weather patterns. The avalanche buried a group of travelers crossing the region, resulting in a high death toll. The avalanche occurred suddenly and was not predicted by local authorities. Due to the remote location, rescue efforts were delayed and many lives were lost. This disaster highlighted the importance of preparing for extreme weather conditions when traveling through mountainous regions. It serves as a cautionary tale for those venturing into high-altitude terrains where avalanches can occur without warning. Avalanches are a powerful reminder of nature's unpredictability and strength. From high-altitude disasters to tragedies that wiped out entire towns, These events show the need for respect and caution in mountainous regions. If you found this video fascinating, please like it, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to our channel for more incredible stories from around the world. Thank you for watching, and stay safe out there.